Hi and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Cassia. On this channel we discuss all aspects of the Ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. Today we're going to be doing the daily reading for Monday, February 15th, 2021. And today is a day that's ruled by the root chakra and guided by abundance. And the galactic signature of today is the blue spectral night energy. And the blue night energy is all about dreams, abundance, and intuition. So it's really about dreaming, becoming aware of the dream, understanding that we dream when we're asleep, but we're also dreaming when we're awake. And so it's the harmonizing of those two dreams. It's really utilizing our dream state, going within, going into that night, the night within us, to receive the intuition and the messages and the guidance that's waiting to reach us, so that we can then shift our outer dream to match our inner dream, to match the desires of our inner dream. And with the spectral toad, this is all about dissolving, releasing, and liberation. So it's really about utilizing that intuition, utilizing that inner dream state in order to dissolve and liberate ourselves from anything that holds us back in our waking dream. And with this abundance energy, it's this understanding of the wealth of abundance that exists everywhere and our ability to tap into that abundance at any time that we wish. It says here, true wealth is not found in acquisition of material goods, but rather is revealed as the treasure of gratitude, acknowledging the blessing of plenitude that already exists. This heartfelt energy magically attracts that which fulfills our desires and dreams. So really tapping into that flow of abundance by being grateful today, by understanding that abundance is our birthright. And when we are grateful for what we have, it naturally multiplies and creates more. So that's a very beautiful energy to be working with. The affirmation for today is, I dissolve in order to dream, releasing intuition. I seal the input of abundance with the spectral tone of liberation. I am guided by my own power doubled. So really liberating ourselves, really dissolving and releasing also anything that blocks us from our abundance, anything that stymies that flow. And as we said, a great way to do that is through the simple act of gratitude, the simple but powerful act of gratitude. The astrology that we are working with today, we still have the moon in Aries. We still have the moon, it's about 5 degrees away from Chiron right now. So feeling that emotional intensity still today. But we have a lot of harmonious action going on. We have, of course, Mercury still conjunct Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn. And the moon sextiling all of these planets. So the moon very heavily involved in this. That is our intuition. And our intuition is very fired up under the sign of Aries. We're feeling very emotionally motivated. We're feeling very emotionally activated by this Aries energy. And we do want to be careful with this Aries energy, that we are expressing that in the most beneficial way possible, by really initiating and beginning projects and moving towards what it is that brings us that emotional fulfillment. That's how we utilize and capitalize on this energy. And with Mercury in retrograde, teaming up with Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn, and this has been going on, right? This was going on during the new moon. This energy is still here, right? We've been working with this all week. It's really with that Mercury in retrograde energy giving us that fresh perspective and that second look, if you will, when it comes to our finances, when it comes to our relationships, when it comes to the way that we show that appreciation and love for ourselves as well, when it comes to what we value and our responsibilities, of course, and how we can expand, how we can capitalize on this energy, the solutions, the ways and means that we can create more of what it is that we desire, more of what it is that we value. We're really becoming clear on what it is that we value and what structures we need to create in order to support that. Like our and as well as our responsibilities, right? And how we put all of those energies together, how we create the structures that support our values and what it is that we value, and bring more of that positive Jupiterian energy into our lives. But also like understanding our responsibilities. And as we've said before, our responsibility to ourselves really coming into focus here, as well as like what that means for us. If this does translate into relationships as well, it's like, what is my responsibility to myself as far as my own true happiness? And how is that reflected in my relationships? And where can I give? And where can I be grateful? and also allow myself to receive, right? When it comes to my relationships, and what kind of work am I putting into those in order to help them to flourish and grow? With this moon in Aries, it's very much about what we can tangibly do, and really being guided by our intuition in this process right now. With this moon in Aries energy, being guided into Ascension. Yes. And so we're going to pull a couple Work Your Light cards to start today. Clear. Guidance for today. Guidance for today, the 15th of February. And so we have the Age of Light coming out first. You've been training for this for lifetimes. And so this energy has been coming out and out, because the way I'm feeling this right now, and this is bringing up again, I forgot to mention, we have a lot of action going on with the nodes today too, and all of these planets that we talked about. And so this is the past versus the future. How have we done things in the past? How have we seen things and perceived things in the past? And how can we shift that so that we can have an even more beneficial and harmonious future? And it's like understanding that in the past, like a lot of the stuff that we're dealing with, we've been working on for lifetimes as well. And so this is really the culmination of all of that energy, of all of that enlightenment, if you will. And just everything that we're experiencing right now, everything that we're moving into, as we move more into the truth of who we are, we've been training to embody the fullness of our souls throughout lifetimes. Our gifts and our abilities as souls, we've been honing throughout lifetimes. And as we step into full embodiment of our soul light, all of those gifts and abilities come pouring back in naturally. That's more of that abundance, that spiritual abundance that pours in. And so today, like really being grateful for everything that we've learned throughout all of these lifetimes, and for the opportunity to put that into place in this lifetime and really act upon that and really fully embody that in this lifetime. So really finding that gratitude for that, finding gratitude for all the lessons that we've learned, for everything that's helped to build us and create us. So that we can begin to build and create, right? And then we have Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy. And so if today is a day where your energy is feeling stuck or stifled, or if your outer dream is not matching your inner dream, if your outer dream is not all that you want it to be, all that you know it could be, then really do something to change the energy there. Do something to shift the energy. And a lot of this, like with this Dance with Life card, it's like physical ways. And this is actually reminding me something of something that a friend said to me the other day, because it looks like they're dancing under the light of the moon, like there's a moon back here. And so really play with that. Really get into that energy of physically moving your body to shift your energy, and just looking at what actions you can take in order to shift that energy, and in order to move ourselves more into alignment and more into that space of gratitude. Moving the physical body has huge allows us to really moves energy. I'm beginning to understand this more and more. It's coming into my reality a lot, and honestly I could do more with that. I don't move my physical body as much as I probably should. I've developed a bit of a sedentary lifestyle over the past year or so, and so this is always a great reminder for me when this comes up. But it could be anything. It doesn't just have to be physical movement. What can you do to shift your energy if you are in a place where your energy is feeling stuck or stymied, or just not moving and progressing in the direction that feels most beneficial and harmonious for you today? What little actions can you take? And then we have Deep Replenishment, Retreat, Rest, Be Held. And so for some of us, that ACTION that we are taking today is to retreat, is to rest, is to replenish ourselves. What way can you replenish yourselves? And for some people, that is how you change your energy. It's through rest and replenishment. So for some of us, it's moving. For some of us, it's being still. Whichever you do more. If you tend to be always on the go, then try being still. If you tend to always be still, then try being on the go. Travel somewhere different. Just get moving, get going, get shifting, or just really embrace this blue night energy and travel within, and see and just take that time out to nourish yourself today. And then we have Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle, and that's coming out with Pleiades double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Okay, so yeah. You are the Oracle, and this channeling card. So for a lot of people, this is you becoming aware of the fact that you you are a channel, not only just for light, right? But for some of us, for information too. And really getting that message out there. If you are receiving messages, at least beginning to record those and write those down if you're not quite at the place where you're ready to share them with others just yet. But when you get the opportunity, I'm feeling like even for those of you who don't necessarily have a platform to share what you're receiving, you may find opportunities popping up in your life to share that. And so take advantage of those. Don't be afraid to do that when those opportunities present themselves. Because I'm feeling like today, for some of you guys, it's like some of this information and knowledge that you're channeling, you're going to have an opportunity to present it to somebody in order to benefit them and help them to help to uplift them, right? This talks about uplifting humanity. And yeah, for some of you guys, this is messages from the Pleiadians directly. But whatever it is, however it is. But this is like, you are the oracle, so it's also reminding you that like you may be receiving these messages from higher dimensional beings or interdimensional beings, but you have all of this knowledge within you. You're really receiving information. They are the conduit that's channeling to you the information that you already have within yourself. It's just another reflection, another way of hearing that message. So whatever ways messages are being reflected to you, maybe you are the beneficiary of somebody who is receiving this information, who shares that with you. Whatever way that goes, just be open to that. But know that as your vibration continues to rise, we begin to see and understand more and more that we have that encyclopedia of knowledge within ourselves already. And we can access that whenever we like. And yeah, this pillar of light does absolutely also, and I love how it looks like there's wings above her. So her really reclaiming her own angelic heritage. But it does also speak of us being physical channels for energy, being those pillars of light, connecting and grounding in this high vibrational energy, which we talk about all the time. And some people, if you're receiving a lot right now, whether it's information, whatever way this energy is coming in, that may be why you need more replenishment, just in order to integrate and ground and seed that light and that energy. And then we have take a break, a life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. Yeah, so a lot of energy coming through today, which really works with this blue night energy of resting and taking a break, whatever that means for you. So it could be getting out and going out and doing something. If it's just taking a break from the grind, that could be either through actually physically resting or just going out and changing the energy by doing something different, mixing it up, getting a little spontaneous, doing something else that feels good, that feeds and nourishes your soul. And just that message coming through very, very strongly for people today. Like, it doesn't have to always be work, work, work. Yes, with that moon and Aries energy, we are being driven to put that energy into something, to have that energy wants to go somewhere. But we can still, for some of us, inaction is an action, right? We say that all the time. And so for some of you guys, it's really about that inaction for a little bit. And then we have protection, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. So if some people, you may also, if you feel your energy is being drained, there could be cords that need to be cut. There could be pieces of your soul that are ready to come home. And I feel like this, taking this break and really just sinking into yourself today, taking that time, that's going to allow that to integrate. Some people have retrieved pieces of your soul recently, and those pieces are trying to integrate. And so you need rest and replenishment in order for that to happen. And also just getting quiet with yourself, like you may need to commune with those pieces of your soul. They may be wanting attention today. They may be wanting attention from you, love and attention. We really want to nourish them and make them feel welcome when they come home. But anywhere where our energy is being drained, we want to make sure that we're clearing and cleansing our energy fields today. That's part of that replenishment, is making sure that we're taking the time out to do that and to really feed ourselves, feed our energy systems, feed our physical bodies, because they need that. And then Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? Yeah. So that's the energy coming through today. Like, we could keep going over this, but and then on the bottom, Anna, Grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. So seeding that light coming in again. But that's what Spirit wants us to know today. Spirit wants us to know that we need to nurture ourselves. We need to care for ourselves. We need to pull back our energy where it needs to be pulled back. We need to switch up and change our energy where it needs to be changed. We need to have a little fun. We need to take a little break, whatever that means for us. And just, yes, absolutely share the wisdom that's coming through. I'm actually wanting to pull a couple Keepers of the Light cards to close here. Clear. Any guidance from the Keepers of the Light for today? And so we have Kuthumi, Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek, trust what you know. So that's more that you are the oracle energy coming through. This is for those who are questioning the guidance that they're receiving. If you've been asking, I feel like some people have been asking a question over and over again, and it's saying like, trust your own wisdom, you know the answer. You know the answer. And if you are receiving, like we said, messages, if you are receiving these psychic, these intuitive hits, you can trust what's coming through. So it's once again being asked to not look so much without and to look within instead, because you are that oracle. You have that knowledge within you. And Hilarion, Divine Healing. Honor your sensitivity. Retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. Your light can support others, but first you have to make sure that you are fully supporting yourself, that your light is fully supported. And then, of course, that light supports others as well. And that light helps to uplift all of humanity. So it's always supporting others, right? But we want to, especially for empaths and highly sensitives today, really retreat or go and be around like-minded people of like energy that fuel your energy. Be around those people, even empaths. We have people in our lives that actually empaths are like an introvert kind of energy, right? So we don't get recharged from large groups of people, but empaths do get recharged from people who are of like vibration. Sometimes we can help to mother and nurture each other in that way because we share that type of connection and that type of energy. So really plug in and connect with those people today, possibly as well. That could be where some people retreat to. I know that I'm going to see my lovely friend and mentor today and his lovely partner, Glenn and Heidi. I've mentioned Glenn and Heidi's Healing Heart. They have a YouTube channel that they just got started. So you guys feel free to check that out. They're amazing, and they do watch a lot of my readings. So I appreciate you guys if you are listening right now, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing you later today. And then we have Saint Germain, Karma Releasing. Move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. So this is that energy of cutting cords, right? Releasing attachments, releasing anywhere. And when our light is capable of supporting others, people naturally gravitate to it, and they don't even realize they're doing it sometimes. They're doing it on an energetic level. And so they kind of feed off of our light, and it's not a thing that is it's not a negative thing. It's not something milicious that they're doing. It's just something that they energetically do because they don't know how to feed themselves yet. And so, especially those of you who work with other people, who are healers, who are people who provide a lot of guidance to other people, a lot of emotional support in any way, this energy, I heard even actual mothers, this energy, and I'm not saying if you're a mother, cut your children off energetically. I'm not saying that. I'm saying just send light through that channel and that connection to purify that. But just a lot of us, right, in any of those roles, we have a lot of people that are drawn to our light and our energy, and so we want to be nourishing and protecting that and refilling that, and we want to release any connections, anything that feels draining. Like when I ask Archangel Michael, or I ask my angels and my team to cut cords for me and release attachments, I ask them to do it in a beneficial and harmonious way and to send light to both parties, right? You can ask them to do that. You don't have to be the person that people are that is providing that for everyone in that way. You can ask your spiritual team. You can ask the angels to do that for you. You can send, especially if you work with energy, whenever you're sending energy, imagine that energy is coming through source and through you. Don't just send it out from the self. You want to make sure that you're actively remembering that you are that channel. And when you interact with people, I think this is something that Glenn taught me actually, you can channel that energy toward them the whole time. And so you're not using your energy in that exchange, you're allowing that divine energy to move through you to support them. And that divine energy will always support them more perfectly than any of us personally could. Our personal energy could anyway. But yeah. And really retreating, wherever there is drama going on in your life today, retreat from that, pull back from that. Just release that. Yeah, and there's that energy too of many of us who are in this process right now of releasing ourselves from karmic imprints and just the karmic layout of our lives that we inherited from our ancestors in our genetics, our DNA, and we're creating that new path. So really work at doing that today and allowing yourself like that liberation, that dissolving, releasing, liberating energy that we have with our tone today. Really work with that in order to dissolve and liberate and release yourself from any outdated karmic imprints that are not serving you anymore. We came to shift that karma for our ancestors, not to get stuck in those same loops. And so some people are really working with that energy right now. So just continue to do that. You're being supported in doing that. And then we have the Miriam Sacred Vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal, see the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. And whenever this card comes out, I always say love has no boundaries, but we need to. So that's where that channeling that love, that light energy is perfect, because that energy comes through. That energy needs no boundaries because it is so pure and it is alignment, right? But we want to make sure that we are creating those energetic boundaries between ourselves. But it's like, see the light in everyone today. See the light in, for those of you who are releasing karmic situations, who are releasing and healing for your ancestors, who are breaking out of old imprinted cycles, and really helping to liberate all of humanity through that process, not just your own ancestral line. There's a lot of forgiveness, and in any karmic situations that we are releasing, any old cycles that we're getting ready to stop repeating, right? We're getting ready to hop off that treadmill. Oh, that's the second time that phrase has come up today. That's interesting. It was in one of the cards too. Whenever we're getting ready to do that, we want to bring forgiveness to all of these situations and to see the light and to see the beauty in every single person that we're interacting with and in every single situation. Every single cycle, there is beauty there, even if the beauty is just what it teaches us. All right, so I think we're going to call that for today. On the bottom of the deck, we have El Moria, Awakening Presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So really that protection energy, protecting your energy field, protecting it, calling in that love energy to reinforce your energetic field. There are times where I actually literally imagine a cloak that I'm pulling over myself that is protecting and shielding my energy. I always ask my guides to reinforce the energetic shield around my body, which allows in only the frequencies and the energies that are most beneficial and nourishing and harmonious for me at this time, and instantly transmutes all others. So any way that you can reinforce that protection today. Really be aware of that. Be aware of where your energy is being pulled and sort of cleanse it and pull it back. That's going to be really helpful. And just the nourishing, the resting, the switching up, and the changing of the energies. All of that good stuff. All right, if you guys want any assistance with this, please reach out to me. My email is in the description box below. I do really powerful energy healings. I work with a modality called Belvaspata. It translates to angelic healing of the heart. It's also sometimes known as the healing modality of miracles. It can really help to make some profound shifts and really clear out some of this energy, cut some of those cords. Sometimes if you are prepared and ready, I have seen soul retrievals happen spontaneously. All kinds of amazing, beautiful, beneficial things can happen, but it's really, really powerful. So please reach out to me if you would like to experience that. I also do personal readings, theta healing, a bunch of different things. So yes, which can also work with these karmic cycles, with all of this stuff that we're working with, and helping us to embrace and embody more of our light. So yes, reach out if you would like. There are also links to donate down below if you feel so moved to do so. I put a link to my sister channel as a backup channel. And so I feel free to subscribe to that, as well as if you like. Kayla, that I started that original channel with, is starting to post more videos too, and we may get back to doing some videos together in the future, which will be on there, and possibly I might share some on here as well with you guys, because we have a really good time when we get together. But definitely check that out. And yes, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, comments, all of that really helps the channel to continue to grow, so these messages can get out to more people. Although we always trust that exactly who is meant to find these messages will find them in the perfect divine timing for them. I love you guys. I appreciate you so very, very much. You are the greatest light in my life, and I honor you for that. The light in me honors the light in you. And I will talk to you soon. Have a beautiful Monday.